Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy here, and today we're just going to keep working on the Explorer. I think it's the Explorer. I think I've been calling it the Explorer. I hope it's the Explorer. World's Explorer. Close enough. We're going to keep working on this page in Kerby Rosanes' new book, Alien Worlds. And while I keep working on this page, I just thought I'd do a little colour and chat and give you an idea about some of the things that are going on in my life and just sitting down and chilling and talking to you. So yeah, this is not the first time I've done this, but it's the first time in a while I've done this. So hope you enjoy, but I've got a few things that we can kind of chat about today. So let me pull out my pencils, and you can see I've got some pre-colored, and I'm just going to start working on this page. So yeah, there's been a few things in my life, and I just thought like doing a little colour and chat would be a really good way to sort of update you all on what's happening at the moment. So the big thing in my life is graduation. So as I record this video, it is currently April. It's about the middle of April, and in May I will be officially graduating from my school, which is so exciting. I will be graduating with a Bachelor in Applied Science and Psychology, which is something I've been studying for a few years, and I'm really excited to graduate. But what's made graduating even more exciting was a couple of days ago, I received a phone call from my school, and they have asked me to, on behalf of my class, be the graduate speaker. So this is like, I guess I can kind of akin it to valedictorian, but it's not really that. Like, I am speaking on behalf of the graduating class of my school. So huge, massive honor, but it's not to do with grades or anything like that. My grades were good. Like, I'm proud of what I'm graduating with. Like, I got a good average. But it's also somebody who persevered and struggled through difficult times, and, you know, just a student that they believe to be a representation of someone who persevered through, and a good representation of the school. So it's a huge honor. I am absolutely honored by it. So I currently, on top of everything else I'm trying to do this month, have a graduation speech to write. And it's, you know, kind of a big deal. So it's like, I'm spending a bit of time on this graduation speech, which, I mean, yeah, I'm honored. I'm going to do it, but I'm also like, this is not the time. But yeah, I'm absolutely touched and honored, and really excited to be able to deliver this hopefully amazing speech. Hopefully. So yeah, I'm working hard on writing that, and the actual event will be live streamed. So if you're randomly interested in seeing me graduate and give a speech, like, you know, let me know. I can post the link. Yeah, a bit random, but hey, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to wearing a really beautiful dress and dressing up all fancy, and yeah, she's going to be a good time. So that's one of the big things going on in my life. The other big thing, of course, right now is live streams. I am doing a lot of live streams at the moment, and I'm really loving live streams and just hanging out with peeps and chatting and colouring and working together. So much fun. So I have increased my live streaming schedule. My goal this year was to stream regularly. So I started in February streaming, well, actually in January, to be perfectly honest. I started streaming every Tuesday at 10 a.m. New Zealand time, and I've been keeping that up consistently, bar one episode of COVID, which I think can be forgiven because I was very sick. Apart from that, I have managed to keep up with live streams pretty consistently, and I'm pretty pleased with that. And then this week this month in April, I have also upgraded to now doing 2 live streams a week. So I now also stream on Fridays, and I actually started streaming on some Fridays in March, but I wanted to test out and make sure I was comfortable with the time and it worked for me and stuff before I committed to Fridays, and it seems to be working. So I really enjoy doing my little live streams over on Twitch, and they're really fun. Of course, they all go up on the channel as a VOD afterwards as well, so you do get to see the live streams. As well as those live streams, I also have my regular Pathfinder game, which has started back up, and I am adoring. We did a one-shot a few weeks ago, and now we're back to playing our main characters, and I finally got to play as my beloved Sione again. I love her. I love playing Sione, and last night I ended up dressing up as Sione. I dress up a little bit each time, but I went with like full tattoos all over my arms. I was really just playing with some face paint and stuff, which was really, really fun. And it was so fun to dress up for stream for. And I think it looked quite good. It's not like the most accurate, because I wasn't going for accuracy. I was just going for fun patterns. So, yeah. And that's every second week with live streams. And then, of course, being April, we have the special 2 weeks with Kerby, which by the time you're seeing this, I think I would have done my first one. I'd have to check my calendar to be sure exactly when this is going up, but because I tend to try and film in advance. But yeah, so I will be trialing out streaming on YouTube, which will be new for me. It's a new platform. And yes, I have experience streaming on Twitch. I've been on Twitch for 8 years now, I think it is. YouTube's like a different game. It still uses some of the same setups and stuff. It's just a little bit different setup. So I had spent a bunch of time setting all that up and making sure that was working, and I think I've got everything right, but of course there's a live stream if you don't have tech issues. I don't know as I record this, but you'll know as this is live, because hey, if I was live yesterday or the day before, it worked. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that and working on whatever I choose to work on in the live stream. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and this year is meant to be a year of me slowing down a bit, so it's interesting that I somehow have ended up even more busy. But things like live streaming, they're not a heavily taxing thing for me. They're not like going to work full time. Like, I'm at home, I'm at my desk, and I can stop. Like, I might live stream for 4 hours on a Tuesday, but during that 4 hours, I'm not working consistently. I take an hourly break. I will spend time stopping and just chatting, and I'm not actively colouring for 4 hours. And so it's not the same as like going to a place of work and being in a chair in an environment I can't control. And with the live streams, if things are bad, like I have stopped a live stream within 2 hours because I was just not feeling great, like I have that control. So it's a bit of a different thing. But yeah, in the vein of trying to slow down this year, I've also been trying to say no to a few more opportunities, because I have a tendency to get overwhelmed with stuff, and I get invited to help with a lot of stuff, which I love doing, but I've also got to learn to slow down basically and say, hey, no, I can't do that. So one of the things that I said no to, which I'm sad about, but it was definitely the wisest thing to do, was a local theatre production. So in the past, I have every year helped out with the local theatre production doing follow spotlighting, and I really love it. I don't understand how the lights work. I don't understand how to set them up. I just turn up, point my spotlight, hit certain marks, and enjoy the show. But somehow I'm good at what I do. I don't understand it, but I'm good at it. Don't ask me how the lights work. Don't ask me what type of model of light I'm using. Don't ask me any details about how the lights work. I just do it and it somehow works. And if things aren't working right, I contact the lighting director and he fixes my light. Yeah, but, you know, they keep inviting me back. So apparently I'm good at it. Oh, but yeah, I got a message from the lighting director this year being like, so you're back for follow spots, eh? And I was like, actually, because the thing is, as much as I love it, it's a lot physically, because for a start, they don't have disability access. So I'm not able to mobilize to where my light is on my walking frame, which means I result in using crutches and a combination of the two. And they do try to make it as easy for me as possible. They do give me, I do actually use the elevators that the public use, because follow spots are right up the back of the theatre. So I use the public elevators to get up to the top instead of the crew stairs. And then I have to mobilize up a final set of stairs to get above the patrons on that final top level. And then it's standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down, standing up with a massive light and getting up on a slight platform. And it's a lot of standing on a gimmicky ankle that I struggle to mobilize on. It's a lot of controlling a big heavy light with gimmicky wrists that don't like, you know, the movement, the subtle movements, the controls, and the holding of a light in place and trying not to shake, which was a big thing last season. I was shaking so much during some scenes. So as the year has progressed, I've been thinking very hard about this, and the day that the lighting director messaged was actually the day I was going to message him after talking to the doctor. And the doctor saying, yeah, no, we don't want you doing this show. You cannot do this show. Because the other thing as well is it's every night and it's 2 shows on a Saturday. It's a massive commitment. It's warm-ups, it's rehearsals, it's a lot. So as much as I love it, it broke my heart. But I told the lighting director, I'm so sorry, but because of my health, I cannot commit to doing this show. And the doctor was like, well, maybe you could do like 1 show a week with a much less intense job, which doesn't really work for follow spots. So, but I might be able to assist with some of the door check-in when we just check in the crew of who's arrived, which is me literally just tuning up to the back of the theatre, so I have nowhere to mobilize, sitting at a desk right at the door, so sitting, and just ticking numbers off a sheet. Like, it's a very low spoons job. So in terms of options, that may be something that I can help out with. But I did say if I do that, I'm only doing 1 show a week, and that would be a Saturday. So yeah, it's very sad. It'll be my first show since 2019 that I haven't helped out in. 2018, I think. I know, I'd have to look back. It's been a few shows. So yeah, I'm a little sad about that, but also proud of myself for saying no and recognizing that, you know, I've got to look after my health. I cannot push myself to do that. So yeah, it's the way it goes sometimes. Because the thing is, like, if you want a full rundown on the actual health condition, I will link my previous colour and chat where I talk about the ankylosing spondylitis and all the things associated with that and all the things we're doing to deal with it. It's quite a big, long colour and chat. It's actually 2 parts because there is been more health updates as well. So one of the big updates I've had recently is that I have been informed that I should not be driving anymore. And so I've also had to make the decision not to drive, which I only got my license like maybe 7 years ago or so, and I've only had my full license, gosh, not that long. Like, it hasn't even expired, and we either have licenses for 5 years or 10 years in New Zealand before you've got to renew it. Like, my license is pretty new, my full license. But yeah, my eyes are deteriorating, as a part of uveitis, which is a part of ankylosing spondylitis. Basically, my peripheral vision is gone, and my peripheral sucks. And they're just like, yeah, nah, you probably shouldn't be driving if you can't see the cars out the side of your eyes, you know. And so, for the most part, like, it's not too bad because I don't even own a car. I actually drive my my parents' car. Sorry, I seem to be also losing my voice. I drive my parents' car if I was driving a car, because where I live, I just don't have parking. I live in the center of town. Like, there's actually no need for me to have a car, so I can usually mobilize to the supermarket or to places, these buses to places should I need it. Like, we manage. So, you know, I don't have a vehicle at the moment, and that's absolutely fine. But yeah, with them saying, yeah, it's like, well, it's not much for me to give up driving. So as much as it's like, it has proved a little cumbersome in trying to work out how to get myself and my mother, who also does not drive, up to Auckland for my graduation. Because my graduation's in a different city, so that's been a little interesting, but we're figuring it out. Like, I'm not too worried about giving up driving. You find a way, you know? You find a way, so we'll manage. So it's a bit annoying, but it's the way it goes, and I would rather be safe and not be, you know, just be like, oh, it'll be fine, and presume and then crash into something or someone. I don't want to even risk that, so I would rather take the safer route of just going, nah, I don't drive, and just not drive. Because again, it's really not much to give it up. Yeah, definitely feeling the pressure this month. And again, pressure's not a great thing because of, I mean, pressure's not a great thing for anyone. Nobody wants to feel pressured. No one wants to feel stressed. And I'm like, I shouldn't feel stressed. There's nothing to stress about. But I also have this tendency to put a lot of expectations on myself. And I think that's something I really need to reflect and work on a lot this year, is to lower my own expectations, because what I ask of myself, I would not ask of anyone else. So why is it okay to ask me this if I'm not prepared to ask other people to hold those same expectations, you know? So yeah, just trying to learn to just be like, it's okay, you know? Gotten better about some things. I've learned it's okay not to do my housework every day. That was an easy expectation to give up because housework is horrible. But yeah, like, again, it's okay to say no to things. It's okay to, you know, slow down, and you don't have to do everything. I still very much have the mentality of go, 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 which is a mentality I had while I was studying, because I studied from home, worked from home, was sick from home. So it's like every chance I could push myself, I pushed myself. But that is also why, like, I am even more flared up than I was flared up, because I haven't really had an opportunity to stop and recover. And so, you know, like, I'm really looking forward to after graduation. I'm actually going to go and stay with a friend of mine, a very, very dear friend of mine, who I absolutely adore, but she's going to put up with me for a couple of weeks, and I love it. I love being around her place and just relaxing. The first time I went and stayed with her, I believe, was October of last year. And it was actually, I didn't realise till I went over there, it was the first time I'd had a break or a holiday since 2019. And I was still studying then, and I was still trying to, actually, so it must have been earlier than October, maybe it was September. because I was still studying. I was very near the end of my studies. And logically, I would have waited, a month or so and gone after I finished studying, but it just so happened. So I went and stayed over there, and it was just like 2 weeks of me sleeping. I just slept. I was so burnt out that it made me go, oh, and recognize that I need to slow down. But of course I was finishing my degree and trying to push through those last final little bits and stuff. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to just hanging out there for a few weeks, relaxing. I am still going to be taking like the camera for live streams, and because I'll have a little area I can draw and craft and color, and she'll have work and stuff during the day, and I'll still be chilling at her place. So like there'll be days where I just wanna I'll be live streaming and stuff still. I don't know about like the YouTube videos, for example, and that, but yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to pre-film a few so that I can have like a bunch to upload, but I also don't know what to pre-film, so because right now it's like just trying to get on top of everything that I need to do this month. But it is also only the 11th. As long as I get my 6.3 Mythomorphia pages done, and then any other pages that I've committed to, which so far is a buddy colour, which is done, and this Alien Worlds one. So those are the only ones that are like I need to complete this month, which is doable. So oh my goodness, it's absolutely started bucketing down. It's making me want to immediately go down and take a nap. Just nothing quite like curling up in bed with the rain pouring. Just all cuddly and warm. I love it. I love it. I've really enjoyed working in this Alien Worlds book so far. The paper's definitely thinner, and I'm noticing it as I work with the different wet media that I normally do. Like, it's a little crinkly, it's a little curly, but I'm okay with that. Like, it's still really, really, really cool. I know some people are like, I don't really care for it, which is valid, I get it. It's, aliens, it's different worlds, it's weird. It's different for Kerby as well. I feel like it's a very different style for him. And admittedly, these pages in here, I'm a bit like, meh. Especially like the overview of the planet ones. I'm like, meh. I wish I had included more of the pre-printed black as well. Especially on those overview of the planet ones. It would have really helped define the chapters. That would have been really cool. But I still really like the book, and I love the fact that like no colour is wrong, because who's to say what the colours are? So I've been really enjoying seeing all the people working in these books with their interesting colour schemes and seeing where they take it and stuff like that. And that's why it's like, I can do purple sky, blue trees. It's looking very chaotic right now, I know. I just realised I coloured in this one pink, and this one wasn't meant to be pink. This one was meant to be green and grey, because of that one's meant to have blue under there. I'm definitely tired. I'll find a way to fix it up later. Maybe they all have pink tint wings, and then we'll go through and add in some background to that. That'll work. They have iridescent pink wings instead of just iridescent wings, which is where I was planning on going on this. So, spoilers! I am also planning on making these light crystals aglow. So this is going to be our light source, which is going to mean I got to do some fun yellow reflex on certain things. And I love my light reflex. I love playing around with light sources. So I'm very excited to start pulling in the yellow for the light sources. So yeah, right now I'm still very much in the base layer area of these pages. I've been loving Inktense for basing. I really do want to expand my Inktense collection. I am adoring how quickly and brightly they help me fill out a page and just create that base layer of color that then I can work over in other media to create tones and highlights and shades, and yeah, like just the way when you activate it, but also the fact that once they're activated, they're there. And I know that if I work over that in watercolor pencils and then I need to activate the watercolor pencils, it's there, it's not moving. If I want to work over it in Tombow brush markers, if I wanted to actually try and figure out how to use those, or acrylic paints or inks, or stickles, once they're there, they're activated and they're done, and they ain't moving, and that is really cool. So I really am loving Inktense at the moment, and I'm also really loving my inks, my acrylic inks. And I'm not, like, for years I just didn't care for wet media. Found it cumbersome and messy, and I didn't like it. But I don't know, I've been on a real kick of it lately. I've been loving the acrylic inks. I have another page in Mythomorphia gessoed, ready for doing some more of my abstract inky background stuff, which is going to be really fun. I've missed one entire little crystal bug over here. Yeah, so I was actually thinking about doing that on the live stream, because the YouTube live stream is only going to be a couple of hours, which is actually quite a short stream for me, so it'll be interesting. But because it'll only be a couple of hours, I was like, okay, that could be quite a fun, like, speed challenge. Like, how much can I do? Can I do this whole page in 2 hours? Having everything ready to go, and, just being like, go, go, go. I don't know, I get pretty distracted on live streams, so it'll be interesting. We can certainly try. That one's already sharp, so I don't need to sharpen that. So yeah, I'm just going to use my Albrecht Durers to do some base level shading on the astronaut. There's going to be so many light reflex to play with on this one, but I just want to create a bit of a grey base. And unfortunately with the Inktense, I don't really have, like, every grey is too pigmented for how light I need this. So I was like, I'll pull out the Albrecht Durers. Not that I have a full set of these, I just have a few. And just use this to sort of define some areas, lay down some greys. It's just been Easter weekend here in New Zealand. I did absolutely nothing. And I mean absolutely nothing. I had plans to try and do some colouring and do different things, and I didn't do a lot. I did do a bit of a long stream on the Friday because I had no work, which was lovely. But then the Saturday I ended up not being able to do a lot of what I needed to. The Sunday was tied up with other plans, which was always going to be the case. And then the Monday, I had some impromptu plans. Well, not too impromptu, but yeah, it's like suddenly the whole weekend got very full very quickly. And I was like, oh, I don't actually have any weekend time. But it was good. I got to spend a bit of time practicing some face painting, which is really fun. I was doing a lot of different bits and pieces, and there was some crafting and stuff, which was really fun, but I just didn't get the opportunity to colour. So when it came to live streams and, like, looking forward to the live streams, I'm struggling with words. When I will get to live stream, I am going to be looking forward to it, because I want to, like, colour. I mean, I'm colouring right now, you know. But also, it'll be nice to colour in the other pages as well. Like, get back to the tree one that we started. Fantastical Forest, my god. I'm losing the plot with words. Oh, wow. I'm really losing the plot. It's probably time I have a nap. It's probably nap time. I have a bit to do today again as well, between the stream. I've got a family dinner later on when I need to go hang out with family and celebrate a birthday, and I'll get to see my niece and nephew, which always is cute. And that's after work, and they're actually meeting while I'll still be finishing off my shift at work, and I'm just going to turn up late and they're going to order dinner for me, so by the time I turn up the food should be arriving, which is always handy as well. So there might be some white spaces remaining in here too. I'm just kind of filtering out. Not filtering out. Oh my gosh, that's not even the word. I can't even word. I feel like my brain's just gone, yeah, no, words don't exist anymore. Do you ever feel like that? Oh my goodness. It's like my brain's just like, nope, words don't exist. Words don't exist. I have that sometimes, particularly in live streams. It's the thing I'm nervous about with the graduation speech, where I feel like my brain just kind of goes, and I struggle to get out words, and it'll be like, and so I bleh. Like, it's a literal mouth stumble. It's like I'm literally stumbling over myself, but in word form. And it's so annoying and so embarrassing. I'm like, sorry, we all know I don't word good. Or my brain will be racing on ahead and thinking of like the next 3 sentences to say. So it'll be 3 sentences ahead to what I'm currently saying, and then my mouth will go, 3 sentences ahead, and just skip ahead to whatever that sentence is I'm thinking about. And I'll just carry on as if it's a normal story I'm telling or something, but I've missed like 2 lines of the story, and I expect you to follow along with the plot. And then I'm like, oh, right, I just skipped some stuff. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We call it aim and ease sometimes, because it's just the way my brain works, and I'm thinking like this, and you get that, right? I'm very lucky. I have friends who are like, yeah, no, we get you. Yeah. As a live streamer, it's like, I do feel bad sometimes with how I speak, especially with words. And like, you know, being a Kiwi, I want to also represent New Zealand well and speak well, but also like say Māori words correctly and really represent our culture and stuff. And I genuinely try, but I also am not very good at it. But I am trying to learn more and more of it, and particularly like the Māori and the Māori pronunciation of words and stuff, so that like a simple thing like when people come into stream and being able to say kia ora instead of hey or hello, and it's the same with my videos. When I start my videos, I go hey, and I should be saying like kia ora, which is the Māori for hello, but also like good vibes to you, or like blessings on you, or it's like good fortune. Oh my gosh, I'm having complete mind blank. It's sort of like a well wishing as well as a hey. Like, it's a really nice way of saying like, hey, hope you're good in a way, or, you know, I wish you well, or it's, yeah. So I want to try and represent that a bit better and try and introduce more and more of the greetings and the Māori, and trying to be a bit more good about it, I guess. Educated about it. That's the words I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, my brain is literally like, yeah. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's activate this little bit of grey, and then I think we'll call it for today, for this talk and chat, or this talk and Amy stumbles through some words. It's not even a talk and chat, it's a colour and chat. Oh my gosh. Can you feel my brain struggling to process through the camera? Can you feel how terribly I'm stumbling across words? Oh, wow. Great day to film this. Great day. I definitely am going to go and have a nap after this before I start work later on. I think I was just talking about, I don't know. I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm pretty sure when I was talking about the live stream things, I was talking as if it was the morning, but I've literally just done a live stream. I'm meant to be napping right now. Oh gosh. Because I kind of drafted some points, and I drafted that to write this morning, and then we didn't get to it this morning, and yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't even remember what day it is half the time. We are so foggy right now. I'm going to have to review this later on when I'm a little bit more coherent, and if it goes up as a colour and chat, I've either found it really, really funny, or I've decided to time-lapse it, and you won't get any of this audio, and you just get some real time. Blend that down. So yeah, even this is going to make the suit look really grey and dirty, which is absolutely fine, because we're going to go back in, add some white to it to highlight it up and add those effects, but also there's going to be a lot of colour reflect on it. Not sure what colour I'll do his little face, or their little face plate yet, so that's why I've just left it uncoloured. I might end up doing it, well, if I did it blue, you're not going to see the light of the tree reflected in it. Tree would be off to the side. I don't know. I'm going to work on that. I might even consider that it's black and just focus on colouring in those with lights, with the colours of the world around it. But yeah, I'm going to leave today's colour and chat here because I'm wording great. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this process as I basically slap down some base colours. Next time it should be a little bit more interesting in terms of what I actually am putting onto the page. Should begin some shading, some detailing. Although I've still got a couple more areas to base, but I've just got to figure out those colours as well. They might just end up blues as well. I kind of like the idea of the blue for the land. And I dig my blue tree. I like my blue tree. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.